A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Tua now on first down.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's McDonald. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
This is taken at the 18. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin in the AFC North up at Paycor Stadium. Baltimore in town to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Romeo Doubs up over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Tyler Algier, a touchdown run in the victory. We just watched a fine first half out of this quarterback. That's Drake May. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. keep it on the ground. Griffin. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Miami set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throw to the right here to Gordon. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second down and a yard. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Tua with a throw brought in by Hill.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tua. Throwing the out route and complete. It's McDonald.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll drop to throw. Pass complete to Addison. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rolling to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. Now Tua. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to Robinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go. It's Griffin, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Now May on first down.
Eluding the pressure right.
This is caught by Addison. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at 27-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Second down, May.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing here is May.
He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Throwing now, May on first down. That completes it again to Metcalf.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Miami, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.